comment, subscribe, like, comment, subscribe. Tell a friend to tell a friend. Tell your mama, baby, tell your daddy, tell your friend. Yeah! Tell everybody you know about me, bitch. So, this is a disclaimer here. Because some people got the game flooded up. Yeah. So, we're going to get into all those things. We're going to put on this Skinny Levi's 711. I don't know what the fuck the 711 mean, but Skinny Levi's. These bitches is a size what? Size small as fuck. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting big. Woo! I'm getting big. Woo. Damn. I hope these motherfuckers don't do nothing wild to my pussy. Cause this is pretty tight. But I feel good in these. But this is definitely the disclaimer. This is a disclaimer. We have to do one of these vids. We'll be putting these on. What are these? Lows? Navy blonde white ones. And yeah, there's just no way that people are getting shit misconstrued. Yeah. Just that people are getting shit misconstrued. These are size 4. I really wear 3.5, so they definitely got a little wiggle in them. But I feel more comfortable. My Diddy's OG bag. A very quick disclaimer. Yeah, Anthony J. The problem you didn't get what you needed is because you need to do a little bit more research on me. 9 times out of 10. And no, you cannot be naked on YouTube. It don't matter about a monthly membership. You cannot be naked on YouTube. You can't be naked. It breaks community guidelines. If you break community guidelines, you usually get kicked off YouTube. And if you break community guidelines, if I do that for y'all enjoyment, there will be no more Dynasty. So if you don't have any money, I mean, you won't get me anymore. You will have, those will be forever cash apps. Cash apps forever. And we're not ever getting to that point. Never. Can't break community guidelines. You cannot break community guidelines. You cannot. Being naked on YouTube without an educational purpose breaks community guidelines. No, you can't just be talking about your pussy. And no, you can't just be talking about you being naked. Has to be for educational purposes, meaning what? You have to have a PhD. And you have to submit your PhD to YouTube. To do those things, you have to have a background where you can be naked on YouTube to educate people. And if you got a PhD, why would you be, that has nothing to do with that. You know, that's usually has something to do with a procedure or, you know, the educational purposes of it. If it's not sex education, if it's not, and you're usually not naked to teach that. So, yeah. There's lots of things that go into this. It's not just making videos, and it's not just that. I wish it was. Sometimes it feels like that, especially when you watch me on live. That's why I like live. Live, I can be a little bit more restricted with y'all in a manner that I can't on a video. Not anymore. That's why there's old videos and new videos. 18 plus monthly members content is shower routines. That is what that is. No, you can't see my shower routines in the public. This video you're watching right now is public content. No, that's not where that is posted. My lives, when you watch them, that's public content. No, you cannot go to the public and do your shower routine. You used to be able to do that. But I'm too established now. Okay, they'll kick you off YouTube for any reason. Fuck, I was kicked off YouTube for a week because I squatted to feed my dog food. Yeah, you can get kicked off YouTube for any reason. That's why I was gone last week. Because they get into doing shit like that. Duh. And that, as a monthly member, that's what your 150 gets you. You see how I was kicked off YouTube for a week. Nobody was able to contact me for a week. Nobody knew I was kicked off of YouTube for a week until the live that I posted yesterday. Or at my backup channel, Dynasty_Day2. Those are the only two ways you would have known that. Or unless you're a monthly member. Those are things that I have to tell you as a monthly member. When you pay for perks, you're paying for something. You're paying to be updated on everything. For me to tell you everything before anybody else. The public didn't get none of this until right now. If you're a monthly member, you pay through Cash App, you get perks. You don't just get content. That is the problem. You didn't really know what you wanted to do, Anthony J, when you came into this, and you kind of should have. I'm going to be honest. You didn't know what you wanted. If you didn't have 150 to suffice weekly, you should have sent your 150 with specifically what you want. You're just a grown-ass man just typing big-ass paragraphs. Come the fuck on now. Ain't nobody got time for that. That shit, bitch. That shit broads do. What the fuck? You can't even take your time to listen till your 150 can go towards what you want it to go to. You just saying dumb shit. You don't even know what the fuck per request mean. Because when the fuck I said that shit, dumbass jeered off onto something else in another conversation. What do you want? You have to tell me what you want. That is what per request is. You wasn't about to lie to me about $150 a week. That's not it. You know? And I wasn't about to feed into that garbage anyways. Once you texting dumb shit and you're not even listening to you're not even responding to the text messages that I'm messaging you. Yeah, you're kind of just, that's on you. Fuck, you scammed yourself. Stop being dumb. And stop being the fuck stupid. That's all I'm gonna tell you. You contact me the right way. Why the fuck are you texting me more than I'm texting you and you saying nothing? Nigga, you getting a service from me for your money. Goofy ass nigga. Fuck, that's usually when the fuck you listen to what the fuck is going on. When the fuck your money is being put into play. You're fucking talking about anything. You're saying shit that don't even got nothing to do with the messages that I'm texting you. You're just responding saying shit. What the fuck? You can't even let me know what you want. You're just saying shit. What the fuck? That's the least you could do. Is let me know what you want. Don't go all over the internet saying that. After a while, YouTube, they don't even like stuff like that being a part of that. After a while, you have to take legal action. That is what the way of contact is for. Y'all don't understand what the fuck y'all is getting yourselves into before y'all get into it. The way of contact, when I tell you to Cash App me and put your number in a required note, that is for a way of contact. And that way of contact, your way of contact, nigga, you know what a motherfucker could do with your number? It can find you. Goofy. Legally, you're not supposed to do that. And legally, you can't tell people that on the internet if that's not what went on. Fuck you. That is where it becomes an issue. When you have to put out disclaimers from YouTube because of these reasons. I don't want to have to do that. Do you think I'm going to have to do that? You think I'm going to have to do that? I don't want to have to do that. I really don't. This part of YouTube, this is for advertisement. This is for commission. This is for money. This is not for me to have to post disclaimers to you fucking asshats. I'm going to be honest. That's not what this is for. Now, I don't mind updating y'all. Cash App Dynasty Jones 20 monthly memberships. $8.99, $9.99, and $20 a month. They are a little bit higher than that, about 12, 13, 25. But that's like after those are after your good old taxes and fees. Those are fees that are tacked on. YouTube get a cut and I get the rest. YouTube only take a 20% cut out of what I make. That is pretty good. Okay, most companies will take 50. They'll take half of what you got. Bitch, that's basically nothing. I'm glad they only take 20. But yeah, I don't want to have to do this no more, you guys. No more. I don't want to have to do this anymore. I don't wish to be disclaimering to you guys at all. Especially not about common things. Those are common things you should have known before you sent anybody anything. Is what you were receiving. That is the problem. You didn't even take time to sit down and listen what you were receiving. You wanted something you can't afford. That was really the issue. You want something you can't afford. Bitch, you can't afford me, ho. The fuck is you talking about? That was the problem. Initially, can't afford me, nigga. Fucking dummy. Fuck. And if you could afford me, you wouldn't have been lying about no money, about anything. You have to be able to afford a bitch like me. Not think you just getting a bitch like me. No. Sorry. Cause see me all you want. That's not being able to afford me. Sorry. It's not. You can't afford me, Anthony J. Gotta be able to afford that. You can't. The fuck? So you got what you got for your money. I'm sorry. That's usually how that works. There is no other way around it. There was never nothing different. And there was never at no point in time where I told you that that is what I costed. I said I sell content. Not nothing else. Not nothing more. That is the problem. You guys need to listen. I don't know what the fuck you expected your $150 to get you other than what everybody gets for $150. Bitch, you are not special. You are no different. The fuck, bitch, you thought your $150 could pay for my motherfucking life, huh? Bitch, that's a day. And that's a day of fun. With my son or something. Fuck out of here. Stop playing with me, Anthony J. Cause I ain't fucking with none of that. I don't like it. The fuck, I don't want to have to deal with no legal reasons, no legal. I don't want to have to deal with that. I don't want nobody else to have to deal with that. And I sure as hell don't want to be a snitch. I don't want to be the cause of that. I don't want to be the cause of it. Like I said, if you hit me up, you contact me how you are supposed to. Either you're a grown man or you're not. Because it's giving very much lady tendencies. Why the fuck are you not listening and just typing shit? What the fuck? You ain't even saying shit that got shit to do with what I just said. You just saying stuff, sir. That don't got nothing to do with anything. I would at least understand if you would have asked me, well, what is per request? What can I ask you for? Bitch, you're just saying shit. You ain't even tell a bitch what you want to see. Yeah, I want to see that ass. I want to see you toot it the fuck up. I want to see. Bitch, you can't even muster out what the fuck you want from me. You probably don't even know what the fuck you want. No, that was the problem. That is what per request mean. It means you have full discretion of what you want. What the fuck? That is what per request mean. For the dummies in the back. The fuck? You let me know what you want, and I'll let you know the price of that. That doesn't change the initial entry fee you need to be able to contact me. Bitch, it ain't free to text me, ho. Fuck is you talking about? No, that was your problem, Anthony J. Bitch, it ain't free to contact me, bitch. It sure as hell ain't free to hit this iMessage the fuck up. That is where the miscommunication came from. Bitch, you see me on one live. One time. No, you need to watch my content, then send me money. People don't usually just get on live and send me money. Unless they're looking for that. That's usually like a one night stand type shit. You don't even know what the fuck you're paying for. You heard a bitch on the live say she sell explicit content. And bitch, you just sent your hard-earned money away like a fucking ass. Like an ass. And that was not my problem thereon. Fuck, you know, I don't give a fuck what the fuck a bitch tell you she sell you, bitch. Even me. Fuck it, so just to know why you fucking money because they say it so on the internet. Wait, are you fucking dumb? You must be. Fuck, you at least gotta know what you paying for. At least, that's the least you gotta know what you're doing. If you paying for something on the internet. People don't usually buy something and don't know what they're buying into. Fuck is you talking about? People don't buy shit and don't know what they buying into. No, that was the problem. Is you thought you were buying into something you couldn't afford in the first place. People that can afford that, drop that shit. And people who can afford that, drop that fucking bag. Okay? People who can't afford me usually do what they can do. And I won't leave you out of the circle because you're a brokey. I can't do that. I remember there was a point in time where, bitch, I only had an $8.99 monthly membership. There was no other monthly membership. I was just living off that $8.99. There was no Cash App. There was no content. There was none of that. It was just dime. Being dime. Nothing else. I am 23, about to be 24 years old. I'm old as dirt. So with all that being the case, talking about what way crusty, what way cheap, bitch. I paid for that with Anthony money. Goofy ass boy. I'm lying about that, but thanks to my girl Danielle Robinson. Yeah. Thanks to her for contributing to me. Especially for this content, for this vid. She on Facebook, baby. But I didn't expect to come for you like that this morning. But then, yes, I did. Yes, I did. And that is why. Because some things are no. And that's one of them. Mm-hmm. Woo! I fixed that. Okay, good. That's from me sweating in my sleep. Okay, good. Good right there. Boom. Now I have the Frankenstein forehead. But you make sure you remember that, Anthony J. You want content from me? You want content from a bitch? You gotta listen first. And I respect everything you guys are doing. I respect your contribution. But I would expect good listeners as well. So like, comment, and subscribe. If you want explicit content of me, you have to be able to afford that. Of the things, of certain, there's things that people ask for that are like, no, I don't just have a video of me doing anything sexual with anybody. I don't just have that type of content to just send you off. Hey, that is content you have to pay for, and I have to produce. Meaning I have to go make that content. That's not just something that is. Woo! Just like to make sure them combs in there nice and secure. Make sure my shit positioned right. And come to life. That is where yeah, it's not so formatted and formless like this, but that's okay. You make sure you guys listen to me when I am saying the things that I am saying, especially on live. I don't too much listen. Thanks for your contribution. Thanks for contributing to me. Did you grow down? She checked the fuck in. Now she will be hitting you with the infamous 2 fingers. Checking the fuck out.